Have you ever wondered how our ancestors survived without modern medicine? Their secret lies in the green world around them. As we journey back to the Paleolithic era, we enter a time when our ancestors relied heavily on their natural surroundings. In this period, humans were not yet farming but foraging, hunting, and gathering what they could from the environment. The Paleolithic era, also known as the Old Stone Age, was a time of discovery and survival. It was during this era that our ancestors began to understand the world around them, developing the first forms of what we now call herbal medicine. They discovered, mostly through trial and error, that certain plants could alleviate their ailments. Whether it was a leaf to soothe a wound, a root to calm an upset stomach, or a flower to ease anxiety, these early humans turned to nature to heal. Archaeological findings from ancient human settlements provide evidence of this primitive herbalism. Charred plant remains, fossilized feces, and even the contents of prehistoric human teeth have given researchers glimpses into the Paleolithic diet and medicine. Many of these findings include traces of medicinal plants, indicating that even in these early days humans were developing a relationship with the plant world that went beyond nutrition. The use of plants for medicinal purposes during this era was about more than survival. It was a way for our ancestors to connect with their surroundings, to learn from the earth, and to use its gifts for healing. This relationship with nature was not just practical, but also deeply spiritual. For them, plants were not merely resources, but entities with their own spirits and healing powers. In the absence of what we now know as modern medicine, nature was their pharmacy. This relationship between our ancestors and the plant world laid the foundation for the herbalism we know today. It's a testament to their resourcefulness and understanding of their environment. And as we'll see in the coming segments, this herbal wisdom only grew with time, passing from culture to culture, evolving and expanding into the rich tapestry of herbal medicine we have today. In the absence of modern medicine, nature was their pharmacy, setting the foundation for herbalism. As civilizations began to rise, herbal knowledge became documented. Let's delve into the Sumerian civilization. The Sumerians, nestled in the cradle of civilization, were not just pioneers in the realm of writing. They also marked the world's earliest recorded use of medicinal plants, a testament to their advanced understanding of the world around them. Among the trove of clay tablets bearing cuneiform script, we find evidence of an impressive compendium of medicinal knowledge. This includes the Pensao, an ancient text that meticulously documents hundreds of medicinal plants, their properties, and uses. The Sumerians' understanding of these plants and their healing potential was both profound and practical, providing remedies for a range of ailments, from simple headaches to more complex conditions. It's fascinating to think that some of these ancient remedies are still in use today. For instance, the willow tree, revered by the Sumerians for its medicinal properties, is a key component of modern-day aspirin. The Sumerians also recognized the value of the poppy plant, a precursor to the powerful pain reliever, morphine. These early herbalists set the stage for the development of pharmacology, demonstrating a keen understanding of the natural world and its potential to heal and soothe. Their work, painstakingly recorded on clay tablets, provides us with a unique glimpse into the origins of herbal medicine. So, the Sumerians were not just pioneers of writing, but also in the field of herbalism. From the Fertile Crescent we sail down the Nile to ancient Egypt, a civilization known for its monumental pyramids and powerful pharaohs, but let's not forget its profound understanding of herbal medicine. The ancient Egyptians were pioneers in many fields, but their expertise in herbalism was truly remarkable. They recognized the healing power of nature and harnessed it in their quest for wellness. This wisdom was meticulously documented, and the best example of this is the Ebers Papyrus. Imagine a scroll, over 65 feet long, filled with over 700 magical formulas and remedies. That's the Ebers Papyrus for you. Dating back to around 1550 BC, it's one of the oldest and most important medical papyri of ancient Egypt, if not the world. The Ebers Papyrus is a treasure trove of medical knowledge. It lists hundreds of diseases along with their symptoms, and the plants used to treat them. It includes prescriptions for ailments ranging from digestive problems to mental health disorders. This comprehensive guide shows us just how advanced the ancient Egyptians were in their understanding of medicinal plants. But the Ebers Papyrus is more than just an ancient medical textbook. It's a window into a time when humanity first began to understand the healing potential of the natural world. This document, steeped in history, is a testament to the wisdom of our ancestors. The Ebers Papyrus, a testament to ancient Egypt's green wisdom, is a cornerstone in the history of herbal medicine. From the banks of the Nile, let's journey to the land of philosophers and scholars, ancient Greece. Here, the father of modern medicine, Hippocrates, championed the use of medicinal plants, integrating them into a holistic approach to health and wellness. Within the heart of ancient Greece, the island of Kos housed the world's first medical school, where Hippocrates taught his students about the healing power of nature. He believed that the body was capable of self-healing, and herbs were seen as aids to facilitate this process. From the humble chamomile plant for soothing ailments to the potent willow bark, a natural precursor to aspirin, Hippocrates' herbal remedies were diverse and abundant. But Hippocrates did more than just prescribe herbs. He revolutionized medicine by asserting that illnesses had natural causes, not supernatural ones. He shifted the focus from symptom treatment to understanding the root causes of diseases, a practice that is still at the core of modern medicine. Herbs were not just medicines, they were also food. Hippocrates famously said, "Let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food." This philosophy underpins the ancient Greek belief in the interconnectedness of diet, lifestyle, and health. In essence, Hippocrates' legacy is not only about herbs and their healing properties, it's about a holistic approach to health, recognizing the complex interplay between mind, body, and environment. The Greek legacy reminds us that let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food. From Greece, let's march into the heart of the Roman Empire. The Romans, renowned for their engineering marvels, also made significant strides in the field of herbal medicine. As they conquered lands and cultures, they absorbed and built upon the wealth of herbal knowledge they encountered. At the forefront of this herbal revolution was Galen, a physician, surgeon, and philosopher, who served as the personal physician to several emperors. Galen's work was instrumental in shaping Roman healthcare, and his influence reverberates through medical history. Galen, a keen observer of the natural world, cataloged hundreds of medicinal plants and their uses. He meticulously documented his observations, creating detailed treatises on plant properties and their effects on the human body. His work laid a strong foundation for the Roman herbal tradition, influencing generations of physicians and herbalists. The Romans, like their Greek predecessors, integrated herbs into their broader philosophy of health and wellness. They used herbs not only for treating illnesses, but also for maintaining overall well-being. From public bathhouses infused with aromatic herbs to soldiers carrying herb pouches into battlefields for treating wounds, herbs were an integral part of daily Roman life. Herbs also played a significant role in Roman religious rituals and celebrations. They were used for purification, protection, and to honor the gods. These practices further cemented the place of herbs in Roman society, making them a cornerstone of Roman culture, medicine, and spirituality. The Romans not only built roads and aqueducts, but they also built upon the knowledge of herbalism. As the Roman Empire fell, a new era of knowledge and wisdom was on the rise in the East. This was the Islamic Golden Age, a period that witnessed an extraordinary synthesis of herbal traditions from Greece, Persia, and India. This era was a melting pot of knowledge, where scholars translated the works of great thinkers like Hippocrates and Galen, preserving and enhancing their wisdom. Islamic medicine was not just a mere continuation of the past, but a significant evolution. It was in this vibrant, intellectual climate that the practice of herbalism flourished. One of the towering figures of this period was Avicenna, a Persian polymath who penned the Canon of Medicine. This monumental work became a medical reference in the East and West for centuries. Avicenna cataloged over 750 plants, describing their medicinal properties and uses. He combined the empirical knowledge of the Greeks with the theoretical framework of the Persians and the practical wisdom of the Indians. Avicenna's work was not just a compendium of knowledge, but a testament to the spirit of the Islamic Golden Age. It was a time when scholars sought to understand, improve, and synthesize the knowledge of the world. Herbalism was no exception. It evolved from a local tradition to a global science, benefiting from the exchange of ideas across cultures and continents. The Islamic Golden Age was indeed a golden era for herbalism, blending traditions and knowledge from across the world. From the bustling markets of Baghdad, let's retreat into the quiet monastic gardens of medieval Europe. Amid the turmoil of the Middle Ages, monasteries emerged as sanctuaries of knowledge, including the wisdom of herbal remedies. In the peace of these cloistered gardens, monks devoted themselves to the study and cultivation of medicinal herbs. With meticulous care, they nurtured plants like sage, thyme, and rosemary, each with its unique healing properties. These tranquil gardens were not just spaces for cultivation, but also living pharmacies and classrooms where monks honed their botanical knowledge. The monasteries were the torchbearers of ancient wisdom, preserving texts from Greek, Roman, and Islamic traditions. They translated these texts, copying them onto parchment for future generations. This work was not merely preservationist but also progressive. The monks built upon the knowledge they inherited, experimenting with new plant combinations and documenting their findings for future generations. Monastic herbalism was not confined within the monastery walls. Monks often served as local healers, providing herbal remedies to local communities and passing on their knowledge. In these cloistered gardens, monks not only preserved ancient knowledge but also sowed the seeds of modern herbalism. They paved the way for the herbal renaissance that was soon to come, ensuring the survival and evolution of herbal medicine through some of history's most turbulent times. From the tranquility of monastic gardens, let's step into the bustling streets of Renaissance Europe. A period of fervor for knowledge, the Renaissance breathed new life into many disciplines, one of them being herbalism. As the world awakened from the Middle Ages, a profound shift was set in motion, enabling the rapid spread of information. A key player in this transformation was the invention of the printing press. Prior to its creation, knowledge about medicinal herbs was passed down orally or written in manuscripts that were costly and time-consuming to produce. But with the advent of this revolutionary technology, information began to flow like never before. Books on herbal medicine became more accessible, and with them, the wisdom of ancient herbalists. One such book was The Complete Herbal by Nicholas Culpeper, an English botanist, herbalist, and physician. Culpeper's work was groundbreaking. He translated complex medical texts from Latin into English, making them accessible to the common man for the first time. His work cataloged hundreds of medicinal plants, detailing their uses and effects on the body. Culpeper's legacy is far-reaching. His democratization of medical knowledge helped pave the way for modern herbalism, allowing the wisdom of the ancients to be shared and built upon. The Renaissance, a rebirth of knowledge, also witnessed a resurgence in herbalism. From the streets of Renaissance Europe, let's journey to the Far East. Here, two ancient systems of herbalism, traditional Chinese medicine and Ayurveda, have flourished for thousands of years. In the heart of China, the practice of using herbs for healing dates back to at least the 3rd century BC. The Chinese Materia Medica, a pharmacological reference, lists over 12,000 substances, the majority being plants. Each plant is believed to have specific qualities and therapeutic effects. The underlying philosophy? Balance. The yin and yang, the opposing yet complementary forces that bring harmony to the body and the universe. Meanwhile, in the verdant landscapes of India, Ayurveda, the science of life, was taking root. This holistic healing system, dating back to the Vedic period, sees the body as a microcosm of the universe. It classifies everything, including herbs, into 5 basic elements: earth, water, fire, air, and ether. Just like Chinese herbalism, balance is key in Ayurveda. The goal is to maintain harmony among the body's 3 doshas, or energies: Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. Both these systems, while geographically distinct, share a common thread. They view the body not as a collection of isolated parts, but as an interconnected whole. They emphasize not only the curing of diseases but also the preservation of health. Indeed, the wisdom of the East, with its millennia-old traditions, continues to enrich the world of herbalism. From the ancient scrolls and texts, let's return to the present. Today we find ourselves in an era of resurgence, where the wisdom of the ancients is being rediscovered and appreciated anew. Herbalism, once the cornerstone of medicine, has found a new lease on life in the modern world. Plant-based remedies, dismissed for a time as old wives' tales, are gaining recognition for their health benefits and holistic approach to wellness. This revival is not a rejection of modern medicine, but rather a harmonious blending of the old and the new. We see this in the rise of integrative medicine, where doctors combine conventional treatments with herbal therapies to create a more comprehensive approach to healthcare. It's a testament to the timeless wisdom of our ancestors, who knew the healing power of the earth and used it to its fullest potential. We also see a growing trend of individuals taking their health into their own hands, cultivating their own medicinal gardens and creating homemade remedies. From tinctures to teas, the knowledge of how to use plants for healing is being passed down and shared like never before. In the flurry of the digital age, there's a certain comfort in returning to the roots, to the tangible and the natural. And so, in its own way, herbalism serves not only as a means of physical healing, but as a balm for the soul as well. Herbalism, a tradition as old as humanity itself, continues to thrive and adapt in our modern world, reminding us of our roots in nature.